Hi, fifth graders. Today we are going to learn how to use order of operations to simplify a numeric expression. So remember, a numeric expression is a math problem that has numbers and operations, but there's no equal sign. So when we simplify it, what we're really going to do is just take those numbers and operations and work them out until we have a much simpler thing to work with, in this case, a single number. So remember that when we do order of operations, we are going in this order right here. We always do parentheses first. If we don't have any parentheses, or once we've worked them out, we move on to exponents and radicals. Then we move on to multiplication and division. And remember, if we're looking at multiplication and division in a problem, we go from left to right. Once we've done all the multiplication and division, then we move on to the addition and subtraction from left to right. So today I'm going to show you how to do this on our Google Slides, showing your work and showing what order to do them in. So I'm going to start here, and I'm first going to look at my expression. I see 31 minus 28 divided by 7 times 6. I want to make that simpler. So I'm going to look over here, and I'm going to see, oh, I don't have any parentheses, so I'm not going to use parentheses, and I might just cross that off, just so I know for sure, no parentheses. I don't see any exponents or radicals in my problem. I don't see any of those up here, so I can cross that off. And I do see multiplication and division. In fact, I see division and multiplication. Remember, when they're both in the problem, it's important to do them from left to right. So when I look at my problem, I start here. The first thing I see is subtraction. I can't do that yet. I keep moving along left to right. Oh, here's my division. That means I have to do this first. That division symbol is in between 28 and 7. That means this is what I'm doing first. So I'm going to take, remember we're doing rainbow order, I'm going to take my red line and put it underneath 28 divided by 7. So that means I'm doing 28 divided by 7. That is step 1. I'm going to put that right here, and you have an infinite cloner right here, meaning you can get all the division signs you need for the whole problem right over here. So you click, drag it over here. And that is a basic math fact. I know that 28 divided by 7 is 4. So underneath that line, I'm going to put the 4 that I just got because I have worked that out. I don't need to rewrite my 28 divided by 7. I do need to rewrite the rest of my problem. Remember, every single time you bring down all of the problem that you haven't used so that you don't forget any steps and they stay in the same order. So 31 minus was the first thing here to the left. It's going to stay on the left until I use it. So in this box, I'm going to type 31 because I haven't used it yet. And I'm going to bring over a minus sign because I haven't used it yet. I didn't underline it. I didn't use it. I also haven't used my multiplied by 6. Remember our multiplication symbols, especially when we get into algebra, we are using a dot or a star. In this case, we're using the dots. So we're doing times 6. I'm going to bring down that 6. Then I come back over here. I come back to my order of operations. And I say to myself, okay, I know I've done one division. Do I have any more multiplication and division? Yes, I do right here. I have to do multiplication before I do subtraction. So I'm going to bring over my step 2, orange, and I'm going to underline my 4 times 6. So I'm going to come over here to the second step, and I'm going to type that in, 4 times 6. I know 4 times 6 is a basic math fact. It's 24, so I'm going to type that in right here. That means underneath my 4 times 6, I'm typing that 24. And I bring down the rest of my problem. I still haven't used that 31, and I still haven't subtracted, so I bring that over here. I come back to my order of operations. I have done all my multiplication and division, so I can cross those off. Now I just have addition and subtraction, and I actually only have one step left. It's subtraction, so I don't even have to worry about going left to right here. I just know I need to subtract now. So I'm going to bring over step 3, yellow, and underline it so I know exactly what I'm doing. And it's 31 minus 24. So right here I'm typing 31 minus 24. And that one I might not be able to do in my head. So what I would do is I'm going to get my notebook or your whiteboard if you have your whiteboard, and I'm going to write that problem right here. 31 minus 24. And I notice right away I have to regroup. So I'm going to regroup. I'm writing this right here. Now when I regrouped, I have 11 minus 4, which is 7. And 20 minus 20, which is 0. So I know that 31 minus 24 is 7. That is my final answer. I put it right here. So you're going to notice you don't always have to do the 4-step on here. Some will be 3 steps, some will be 4 steps. Make sure when you're doing your problem, you're using order of operations over here every single time. You're underlining the steps you're doing, showing your work here. You can drag your operations to each part. You rewrite the parts of the problem you didn't use every time. Okay? So now it's your turn. On the next slides, you're going to see problems that are similar to this, where you're underlining, working out the steps, bringing everything down until you get down to one final number. If you need help, you can always come back to this video and watch again. Ask your teacher. You can look at examples that we have already worked out for you on other slides too. Do your very, very best. Make sure you're just following the order of operations. Good luck.